Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Yoshi's Cookie for Super Nintendo. We are on the 10th and final round of Puzzle Mode. This one was a lot more fun, but unfortunately I had to look up the solutions for the last 3 stages, 8, 9, and 10. Wanted to figure the whole round out on my own, but sadly, the way the last 3 rounds were, it just wasn't meant to be. But it was fun while it lasted. So, for 10-1, we need to move the 4th row to the left 3. From here, we move the 4th column down 1, and the final column down 1. And from here, we can just move this final column up 1. Slight pause there on the 3rd step because I was afraid I messed that up. For 10-2, you want to move the 7th row to the right 2, and the 6th row to the right 1. Notice how we're getting all of this 8x8 grid that we're working with symmetrical. Now from here, we want to move the 2nd row to the left 2. If you start moving the 3rd row to the left for the 3rd step, you're going to fail. Instead, you want to move the 2nd row to the left 2 before you move the 3rd row to the left 1. That way, it'll be perfectly symmetrical, and everything will fall right into place. "10-3" was a very easy one to come across. All you have to do, move the 4th row 1 to the right, then you move the 3rd column down 1 and the 4th column up 1. This one was really easy to figure out. For 10-4, you want to move the 2nd row to the left 2, and then you want to move the 6th row to the right 1, 2, 3. From there, you move the bottom row to the left, and you're done. Once you get rid of all the green cookies on the last column, everything will clear out just fine. Now it's time for 10-5. It seems easy at first glance, but then you have 9 of every non-checkerboard cookie. So just making straight lines isn't all that there is to this. For this one, you want to start on the 7th row and move it 1 to the right. We want these 3 columns here to clear first. From here, we move the 5th row to the left once, the 3rd row to the right once, and the top row to the left once. Making sure I was reading my notes there correctly. From here, you want to go all to the way to the 5th column. Move it up, then down. That's how you get rid of those extra flour and green cookies. For 10-6, you want to move the 1st column up 2, and you want to move the 2nd column down 1. From here, you want to go to the 6th column and move it up 1, and the last column down 2. If you move the last column up 2 and the 1st column up 2, if you move the 1st column up and the last column down, instead of the other way around, you're going to mess this up. You're not going to have the checkerboard cookies in this position. From here, you want to move the 4th row to the left and the 5th row to the right. You'll still get a symmetrical pattern, if you move the first and last columns in the opposite direction that I told you, you're just not going to clear it because the checkerboard cookies are in the wrong position. Now it's time for 10-7, and this is just as easy as 10-3. You want to move the fourth column 1, 2, 3, 4 places up. Then you want to move the fifth column up 1, 2, 3 times. Then you move the sixth column up 2 times, and then you move the seventh column up 1 with the remaining turn that you have. And with that, you have a very easy symmetrical pattern, kinda. And everything is out of there just fine. Now for the first of 3 that I had to look up, sadly. I had to look up 10-8, 10-9, and 10-10. 10-8 gives you 11 moves, probably more than any other stage, and, well, you're expected to use them wisely. Now, believe it or not, if you move the bottom row to the left, immediately, you will fail. So you want to move it to the right 1 time instead. From here, you want to go up to the first column where all the hearts are, and move it up once. This will give you a chain reaction with all these flowers, followed by the hearts, followed by the green jewel cookies. We have a little more room to work with now, and we don't feel as congested. From here, you want to move the second column down 1, and the sixth column down 1 as well. Now get rid of some flowers. From here, you want to go up to the fourth column, the one in the middle, move it down, then up. From here, you want to go to the second column, and you can move it either up or down once. Then you move the top row to the right 2. And you can either move the top row to the right once, or the bottom row to the left once. It's up to you, and you have 1 move left over. So, this was probably an alternate solution. There probably is another one that uses all 11 moves, but I've never been able to figure it out. Now it's time for 10-9. For this one, you want to move the last column down 3. 1, 2, 3. Third column to the left 1. Third column, third row to the left 1. Second row to the left 1. Top row to the left 1. And that's it. That's 10-9. And now it's time for the final puzzle of the final stage of the final round. This is it. This is the last one. And this one took me a while because I knew I had to get the thing symmetrical in some way. I just couldn't figure out how to execute that. You want to move the first column down 1. You then want to move the last column up 1. Go to the top left, top row, move it to the left 1. Go to the 5th row, move it to the left 1. Move the 3rd row to the right 1, and the 7th row to the right 1. This will get rid of those heart columns, followed by those flowers, followed by those jewels, followed by those checkerboards, followed by those donuts, and then everything is gone. And we instantly get our picture of Cape Mario and Winged Yoshi, followed by a little message saying congratulations. That is our reward for completing puzzle mode. And when we press start, we get out of the screen and we just go back to the title screen. We don't get anything else besides that little picture of Mario and Yoshi there at the end. And that is it for puzzle mode for Yoshi's Cookie for Super Nintendo. Next time, I'm going to be doing probably versus mode. So stay tuned for that. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, Thanks for watching!